And look at it, this is how a beautiful car like this will be stormed by everybody when the media is allowed to walk up front. Alright, this is essentially, I mean, we all know the Wraith, right? The two-door super coupe Wraith with a 6.75 litre V12 twin turbocharged engine, but this one is electric. I've always said this, cars of this segment should be the first type of cars to be electrified because they make sense, right? Sorry for that. It's connected. Yep. So, sorry for that. So this one, the Spectre, is the very first electrified Rolls-Royce. I believe Rolls-Royce should electrify their entire range, right? Because the pursuit of V12, the pursuit of twin turbocharging a V12 is for what? It's for speed, it's for smoothness, it's for power. All these things are the essential prerequisites of what an electric drivetrain can deliver. Alright? And for mere common people who are worried with batteries, resale, all that, it is a non-question in the clienteles of Rolls-Royce, right? Every 5 years, change me a new battery. You know, that is nothing. And Rolls-Royce has legendary resale value. That's why all those components that needs to be changed is not a question for cars like these. That's why this segment, these clienteles will be enjoying this car more than ever with an electric drivetrain. All right. Now the Spectre, what they want to create is the type of demeanor of, they were explaining just now, imagine a tiger, but the tiger is resting. But you know it is powerful, it is strong, it is capable, but it's cool, right? So this is the whole design idea they want to show in the Spectre. All right. Now this design, see, modern car designs that split up the daytime running lights and the headlamp cluster is working very, very well here because the car maker wants to create the character of the car via the daytime running lights and how it interacts with the whole front end, right? And then on electric cars, there are no need for side intakes anymore. There's no need for grille intakes anymore. So that's why the headlamp cluster can be positioned to the side, bottom of it, to have that kind of placement of elements on the front end while keeping the visual context. When you look at this car, your eyes will be focusing on this area. This is the window of the soul of the car. This is how you see the car. And I think it creates, I mean, for them to leave it as a single straight line without any over exaggerated bumps or curves and all that, what it shows is the design of this car is showing you that the confidence level it has in not even having the need to appeal to you, to try and be fanciful, to try and just please people around it because it knows what it is. I just love Rolls-Royce for having that kind of character and demeanor. Now, it's not the first time Rolls-Royce has split their headlamp and daytime running lights. In fact, they were the very first, right? When they reimagined the Phantom, they've already done it back in 2003. All right. Now, this is a very, very long and tall coupe. You can see that Rolls-Royce generally has a taller roof line. The whole car is bigger in every dimension than our regular cars. They are just different in size, in dimension. All right. Even the wheels are larger. These are 23-inch wheels. Look at that. These are 23-inch wheels and you still have 2.5 inches of space between the wheel wells. Okay. Now, like all Rolls-Royce, the doors open in the reverse direction. right? Traditionally, these are called suicide doors, okay? And I just can't help but notice the curvature of the door because of the line of the coupe, you don't want a straight cut door on this side. So by having this curvature on this fender, it creates such a beautiful line, a beautiful opening, okay? Where you can see on the doors over here, right? Now they have the starlight feature on the doors itself and the curvature. Past this lady, look at this. This is just super duper nice, right? And this paint is glorious. This paint is glorious. This is the single largest door of basically any Rolls-Royce. This is the single largest doors that they have created. Now, like a true super coupe, the rear windows can be lowered. All right, the rear windows can be lowered. Of course, the umbrella is hidden there. Okay, look at that. That is a tradition as well, Rolls-Royce tradition. Sometimes they hide the umbrellas there, sometimes they hide it over here. Okay, and let's look at the rear seats. This is a true 4-seater coupe, so you can have, yep, 2-person at the back. Look at the leg room at the back. It's really spacious leg room at the back. And of course, you and your friends, your partners, with the windows down. With the windows down, the rear passenger can just have a full view out of the car. Okay, and of course, in terms of interior, the leather piping, the choice of leather, the color, all these can be customized. In fact, just the paint alone, you can choose from 40 over 1,000 shades of paint. All right. Now up front is classic Rolls-Royce. The dials for the air cons, the heat temperature, switch dials below. All right. The buttons for the radio and command system, everything is there within reach, but you will notice a more slanted dash as opposed to the more upright dash of traditional Rolls-Royces. Why? Because traditional Rolls-Royces are designed for drivers. These are designed to be driven alone. So it is sportier and a bit more luxury. And the digital dials now allow owners who spec their cars to have the exact same color combination for their dials. It is now possible to do so. All right, I want to see what he's trying to attempt. This is pretty cool. Later on, I will zoom into the car and then show you more of his insights. Okay, I'm very sure these cars are spoken for. And when I saw the white Napa leather, and for me to wear a blue color jeans now, I have a lot of respect for these type of cars. All right, now let's look at the details. Look at the details. This is how you control the lights, right? A little rocker panel. Okay, now every button that you see on the dash is milled and machined out of a single block of metal. Everything you see here, everything that shines, none of them are plastic, none of them are chrome, all of them are single piece metals that has been polished, okay? All of them, all right? It has been polished, hand polished to this reflection, this level of reflection, including the little cover down there, the parking brake, including the door catch, all these, the buttons for the umbrella, the handle for the umbrella, the panel for the light switches, the little rocker for the light switches, the air conditioning vents, the organ type lever where you pull and push to close or open the aircon vents, and then on the steering wheel itself, all these are hand polished metal, including all these. That's what makes a Rolls-Royce special. Right. On the other side, you will see a nice Specter word over there. I'm not sure it's removable. There is also an analog clock, and then that's where the center screen that shows the navigation, controlling the car systems and all that is done via there. And then the gear lever is behind the steering wheel. You can see that clearly. All right. Now it still has the iDrive sort of knob where you can just rotate and switch on your selections, and then there are shortcut buttons down there where you can select media, your phone and all that, okay? Now towards the rear, you will see that the rear passengers have compartments, all this, and then of course individually changing the temperature, all right? Dual zone behind, and of course the aircon, you have off, soft, medium and high, okay? So that's the interior of the Rolls-Royce Spectre, and up here is the Starlight headliner. Okay, now let's come to the rear deck. You will see some hook points over there where you can hook your stuffs, and of course it comes with the best sound system. Now Rolls-Royce will never put another brand's logo on its speakers, okay? All it puts is Rolls-Royce. Why? Because the highest standards for the sound system of a Rolls-Royce is that of Rolls-Royce itself, right? Rolls-Royce doesn't need speakers with brands like Meridian, Name, Bowers and Wilkins. They don't need all that, all right? For them, when it's good enough to be emblazoned with the Rolls-Royce logo, all right? So you see the tiny rear lights at the back, and it's a new type of design that they have embarked on. Just two simple strips at the back with the Rolls-Royce logo emblazoned onto a sheet of aluminium that is housed together with the lights. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. And to the back, you will see it's a fastback. I am surprised that it has a regular boot lid, which is pretty interesting. I would want to open it and have a look. That's how it looks like. And then inside, it's not extremely large, but it's enough for you to put 2 golf bags straight, or 2 big luggages for your 2-week journey driving through, I don't know, Europe or China, or from Malaysia all the way up to Thailand, or from Singapore all the way to Thailand. All right, has enough, even though it's not exactly huge. Okay, the 2-tone color continues down here. You will see below the bumper where usual cars will have the diffusers. Is down here, it's black, and then basically it's a Rolls-Royce. You can choose any color you want. 40 over 1,000. In fact, when you spec a Rolls-Royce, they have the kind of light where it simulates sunlight under different situations, different refractions of the paint, for you to truly see how is it. In fact, people of this segment, the buyers of this segment, they are globetrotters. So sometimes they will say that, yes, I'm Malaysian, but I want to buy this car in UK, or I want to buy this car in South Africa. And then the light can be simulated to the sunlight of South Africa, or the sunlight of South America, Atlanta, Santa Monica, or Brisbane. Basically, Rolls-Royce has all that in consideration. All right, so this is the Rolls-Royce Spectre, and I welcome seeing super luxury cars being electrified, because that is the whole point of what these cars should do. Silent, powerful, smooth, fast, and embracing the future. This is proper. I want to see every super luxury brand, especially those like these, you know, to go into electrification. All right, thank you. This is the Rolls-Royce Spectre, and I have reviewed more than 1,000 cars over the past few years. Please subscribe to my channel or follow me on my social media handles. All right, cheers.